Sweet.
Excellent. So when I am sharing pictures and whatnot, they're going to not be able to see them.
Yeah, we'll figure that out
Okay.
next week, but we can do
That's
our
a
best
that's a problem for
explain
next
to
time.
them
Yeah, indeed.
what we're seeing.
Indeed. Are we good to go, brother? Yep. Positive. All right, let's go.
Or we can print out the pictures and I can hold
You can just hold them up paper style.
Yeah.
All this technology, all this shit we got, we're gonna print out really crappy LaserJet printer pictures and hold them. This is what Jamie's talking about.
Like an SNL script.
Yeah, I like it. And you just write it in giant pen.
Yep.
Really, Jamie doesn't come up with anything. We tell him to say everything that he says. Pretty crazy. Which is, would that be more about me or about y'all writing it? Because I say some pretty awful stuff sometimes.
I don't know. Could be both. Evenly both.
I haven't told
Evenly
anyone
both.
to eat crayons yet, so, but we'll see. Some of the comments are still coming in. They might be warranted. We'll find out. What's up, JGM Doc? It's been a minute, brother. Good to see you, Justin. TRS Cobra, good to see you. Welcome. We're doing our first simulcast in quite some time. It's been a few years. We attempted this a few times, but we are both on Instagram and on YouTube. So our Instagram folks, good to see you. I suppose you're both in the same camera. You're in this camera. YouTube folks, you're in that camera. Good to see you. Everyone has left us. That's the gist for this week. So Charles and Ramses are at PRI. So if you're in Indianapolis, go say hi. Let's see who else. Yeah, that's it. That's all who works here. We're done.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all.
Nick had his grandpa's sick and in the hospital, so Nick had to go to Japan.
Family is way more important
than shipping boxes,
yeah.
right? And I told him as much. He was here. He came up all worried. I was like, Nick's one of our younger team members, and he's like, my grandpa's sick, and my mom says I got to go to Japan. I was like, then you got to fucking go to Japan. See you later. I'll see you when you get back. So mic volume is low. Okay. Oh, because it's pointed away. Is that better? I might have to hold this because I do not have an appropriate shirt on for this mic. It wants to just. It's very floppy. It flops away from my mouth. So we'll make do. Is that better, Justin? Yep. Copy. So Nick is gone. Caleb is at Road Atlanta. Lucky dog. Looks like the weather's going to be good for him. Do we have that picture he put up in random? Yep, he had a nice picture that he posted of himself. So we'll show that.
If it counts for anything, it didn't rain as much today.
That's fair.
The last 2 days.
And it's not going to rain at all tomorrow or Sunday, but then another Pineapple Express. The freaking rainstorm, giant rainstorm. Atmospheric river, category 5, atmospheric river.
We're all going to
have fear.
Park your Porsches inside.
That's right, because they melt in the rain. They all melt in the rain.
Colin Hunkate.
Oh, did he
I say that
cancel
out
on you?
loud? No. Well, we kind of pushed one back because it was raining, and then I couldn't schedule the indoor booking for the right time. And then what was funny, when I showed up to Spec German, I had my camera in hand and I was chatting with him, and he was like, yeah, I got left outside last night. I pulled in and then got too busy, got distracted, and forgot to pull it into the house, so it sat outside in the rain. I'm just like, oh no.
A car sitting in the rain?
Are you going to be okay?
It must have lost 20% of its value.
Yeah. And then
Maybe more.
And then he called me that one day,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, yeah, the exhaust is great. And I was like, oh, say it again. Put him on speaker.
Right.
And like the first thing that you said to him was, did the car melt on the way home? And I just couldn't stop but laugh.
Yeah. I mean, to catch you guys up. So Colin's one of our local customers. He's fantastic. He has a beautiful, if we have
Gorgeous.
pictures of it, we can try and put that up there. It's a white ST with red graphics that we all thought were factory. Were actually not factory. He had them put on the car after. There we go. Not Sundermunch, Munchy Sunders, whatever that is. But he bought a full exhaust package for it, including our titanium muffler, and he's over the moon about it, which I absolutely love. When my local guys, only Corvettes melt in the rain. It's all that fiberglass, right? It's actually facts. right there. That's facts. So you get fiberglass in the rain. It has osmotic pressure because of the epoxy inside it and its porous media. It will actually melt. That's why you never buy a fiberglass boat, especially in salt water.
Aren't most boats fiberglass?
They are.
Yeah.
You're better off with a wood boat or an aluminum boat.
Oh, but all our boats were fiberglass.
Yeah. So. In the Sound or in the lakes?
Sound.
Yeah. How long did you have them?
We kind of had a 2-year IDIS on all of them.
There you go. So you were fine. Buy it new,
yeah.
Keep it for 2 years. Somebody else buys it, you're good.
If by new you mean 20-year-old boat, then yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'm glad it didn't just like suck water in and the bilge pump having to continue. Anyway, that's science. But that's not cool car guy shit.
No,
so,
it's not.
Cool. Very cool car, very cool customer. Dylan's one of the lucky guys that takes really beautiful pictures of all of these, and he's scheduled a film shoot with Colin. And what we were laughing about is Colin was saying the car got left out in the rain, and it didn't melt. I didn't know this, and when he called, I asked him when he drove it home, since it rains in the Northwest, if the car melted. It didn't. So there you go. That's a very long-winded way of saying that our customers are awesome and they use their cars. So what's up, Tosh Sport? How you doing? Catch us on Instagram if you want. You can have both up. You can mediate in both forums if you like.
Someone in the Instagram was wondering if we've ever done Gumball. No,
we have not done Gumball. We have not done Gumball Rally. We haven't done Gold Rush. We haven't done any of those. The owner of the company works. He doesn't get to go, I'll use the term fuck off for a week, getting arrested, getting put in prison, lighting up street roads at 150 plus miles an hour. Yeah, it's kind of not my bag, honestly. I'd much rather, fair, Justin. Thank you for making me sound like a hypocrite. Asshole.
Yeah.
Legally. So technically, I suppose that Smokey's GT is like Gumball and like Gold Rush and a number of the other rallies out there. A little bit different. We try and get all of our rage out on the racetrack. But that's a lie. But that's a lie.
Yeah, when you're 40 Porsche GT cars deep, it just happens.
And you're on the best roads in the fucking world.
Yeah.
You're literally on the best roads in the fucking world. Now we try to do it as sane as we can. The local police departments and all the jurisdictions that we're in all get copious donations while we're there. Not to say that would save you from an excessive speeding ticket or these kinds of things, but it does it greases the rails a little bit. You know, we try and pick the areas that are not populated and not overrun by pedestrians. Like we don't go do absolutely. Exactly. See, these are all Smokies guys. Simon, Justin, all these boys know what's up. So you pick the areas of the roads that allow for shenanigans. You don't cross double yellows. You're not an asshat. You don't do stupid shit. You don't put people's lives.
You don't do donuts in intersections?
Try not to.
No? Okay.
You try not to. Yeah. Generally speaking, that is not a Smokies allowable behavior. You will be asked to leave. You will never be allowed to come back. So some of the things that are, there's a French term that I'm thinking of, I can't think of, the acceptable behavior in some rallies are 100% get your ass kicked out, and never allowed back behaviors at Smokies. So anyway, we're going to move on from that. Nice segue. Great question. Thank you for the question. That's wonderful. We've got a 992.2 GT3 in the house, the Smokies Street Takeover crew. I think Simon would lead that crew. If that was a crew, the Simon or the Houston boys with the dildo. The Houston boys with the dildo, that I could actually see happening with the Street Takeover crew. This is some very inside information. I'm sure Instagram's like, yo, what did he just say? But all good.
I still haven't been on a rally either. So
yeah, well,
I'm in the same boat.
Right?
But,
so we've got a 992.2 GT3. We'll get probably started on it next week, maybe. The couple pictures here, you can't really see what I was trying to get at on the one on the right. The bumper outside shape to my eye looks similar to the 992.1 GT3. So we're going to throw some dive planes on there and see if they fit. We're also going to scan the front, scan the lip, make sure that our splitter fits. If we're lucky, the bumper shape is the same. I wouldn't count on us being that lucky. Porsche likes to change .1s to .2s all the time in very, very small, subtle ways.
They can sell more parts that way.
They can indeed sell more parts that way. Need a dive plane test, brother. We right in front of that. You can also see if that zoom in picture to the left. It is a little different than the .1 because it has a cutaway in the middle. So they're trying to get more airflow down the middle of the car.
Oh, hey, Josh. Josh is in here from Sport Driving Motors.
Oh, what's up, Josh? We were just talking about Colin not too long ago.
I was just with him over the weekend.
Right on. Very subtle differences in the 992.2 GT3. One of the other ones that Dylan picked up in the rear of the car, and I like it. It has a 935 Kremer kind of vibe to it, is the rear picture, which Justin is going to bring up here shortly. I appreciate that. Thank you for the quick throw some shit on top of it.
Yeah, we need to get some plate covers.
We do need to get some plate covers.
I bet we could just cut like a sheet of aluminum out and just put a sticker on it, like get a white sticker made, and then
some hillbilly ghetto thing.
Yeah,
because that's our vibe most of the time. I need down. Yeah, actually, the vent on the bottom is what I'm trying to get at. So you can do crop the from the plate over is fine.
To the left of the reflector. We'll put a picture up on our Instagram story.
20 seconds later.
So our Instagram people can see it.
There we go. So
cover it with Caleb.
I love it. That's the picture we were looking for anyway. We got Caleb's picture up. We'll throw that one up here in a second. So you can see that the vent in the rear is actually more pronounced on the 992.2, and we'll do a better job of this. Dylan will do a 992.1 to a 992.2 kind of little social media post, which would be good, just so we can kind of show you guys all the different little things that I'm sure 100 other media outlets have done already, but we'll do for you as well because we have one. So you can see that vent is much more pronounced and square on the 992.1. It hugged the bumper a little bit closer. It wasn't as pronounced. I kind of dig this. Gives it another kind of shelf, little square, like a box fender kind of RS6 or E30 M3 kind of vibe to it, which I kind of dig. This car has a cat in the header, an OPF, oxygen particulate filter or gas particulate filter, depending on if you're an OPF or a GPF camp. There's two camps on how we name these things. It's the same device, but the two camps on what you call it. And there is an additional set of cats, non-monitored, in the muffler. So that's why the sound on the 992.2 GT3 kind of sucks ass. It's kind of shitty.
I haven't heard a .1 GT3 stock in a while, but when I started it, I was like, oh, this is...
You're like, it's a Camry.
Quiet, yeah.
This is like a Toyota Camry. Why does this GT3 sound like a Toyota Camry? We have a solution for that. We can help you, and that's why this car is here. So really appreciate Mr. We'll call him just John, Mr. John, for taking us up on our offer for a discounted setup for his car. And he dropped the car. We had some fits and starts as to when it was going to get here, but we get to keep it until after the new year. It'll be here through January 7th.
Sweet.
So yeah, so we'll be able to do a lot of things with it. It'll be great. Not the right vibes? Which vibes? Box fenders are not the right vibes? What's wrong with you, Oris?
I love it. Go buy a .1 then.
Right? Come on. Or are you talking about all of the extra catalysts and OPFs and what? That's probably what he's talking about.
Probably.
The comments do not come as quickly as we might like for an actual conversation, so we have to interpret. Orist is definitely a car guy. We still have his car here because we have to get the droop and the compression heights correct on the rear shocks on his 997, which is why we are not pushing them. Yes, this is a product that currently is available from our damper partner MCS. We don't do off the rack. We like to make shit bespoke. We like to make it right. At some ride heights, that might be correct. At the ride heights for Orist and the ride heights that we would like to run the cars, which are not slammed to the ground, it's not right. She's going to pick up her rear tire when you don't want her to because there isn't enough droop in that rear. So we're going to fix that. Charles and Ramses are speaking with Wyatt and Trevor at MCS. At PRI, does a lot of ats, and Wyatt has assured me that before Christmas we'll have that all resolved, which is fantastic. Sweet. Appreciate you, Wyatt. See what else? We got.
Josh has a question.
Josh, bring it.
He said, "What's going on with Pumpkin?" I briefly tried to explain to him what was going on over the week, or when I was with them on the shoot. And
how much did you explain?
I couldn't really. I was
all right.
like, these are words.
I'll give him the full download. So
I was like, I heard CAN bus. These things aren't talking to these.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
But what's the high level? What is it? Why are you trying to? Yeah. What are you trying to do? So, like an idiot, or like somebody who owns a company that does this kind of shit. I built an incredibly expensive 4.2 liter Metzger for that car. It's a 99. Do you have a picture of Pumpkin? Yeah, there you go. 997.1 GT3 RS. It's not stock. It hasn't been stock for a minute. I bought this car in 2012, I think that's right. That feels right. 2012 for $70,000 from an instructor at Sebring. It had 45,000 miles on it when I bought it. It was only 4 years old. This thing got driven the fuck out of. And that's why it was the price it was. And it was exactly the right price for me. Brother, everybody wants that. I love this car. This is my car. So that was a full GT America front end, Grand Am. Sorry, not GT America. Grand Am front end. I'm dating myself. Grand Am was before GT America. So that is Grand Am front end. So it's got the wide front fenders. One of the things I never liked about the 997s is the very low offset front wheels. You couldn't get any concavity on the front wheels. I just did not like how flat they were. So had to give it that wide body stance, not crazily, not RWB, not some of the other things that we're seeing, but a little bit more bulldog, a little bit more raw. It's got a Grand Am carbon splitter. This is before we were making any aero for the car. It has an RSR wing. That is chassis mounted. It has a GT3R deck lid from a 997 that has been modified for the same uprights that currently looks like ass because the guy that painted it didn't do a good job. It has a carbon 997.2. No bashing, brother. No bashing. 100% love. 100% love. So a lot of stuff modified on it. Howry's Howry's Collision here locally did all the body work. They fought with every single carbon part on the car. All this was stuff that we bought. We didn't make any of this crap at the time. Dundon didn't exist when I did all this, quite honestly. So anyway, I commissioned a company that was in California that's now in Florida, and I will not bash them, at least not publicly. Privately, you can reach out, and I have no problem naming names. A for sale ad. No, not for sale. Not for sale. Never for sale. This will be the last. I'll die in this car. Everything else is for sale. That's the one I'm keeping. So this car is how I met Charles. This car, I don't know who Carl is, but this car has a lot to do with why Dundon Motorsports exists at all. Hence the reason orange and black are part of our color scheme, because orange and black. Didn't realize that orange and black were a very large thing for Charles and his family. Halloween is their Super Bowl and their Christmas. So it just kind of worked out. Absolutely. So a Metzger is a very complicated engine. And at 4.2 liters, a lot of things have to change to make that engine work. This car stock is about 345 wheel horsepower. It's a 3.6 liter. A fully maxed out $150,000, did all the heads, converted it to solid lifters, has cams, DLC coated, badass titanium rods, as much money as you can throw at a 4.2 liter makes about 480, 485, maybe 490 on our dyno. Other people will tell you it makes 540 wheel horsepower. That's not on our dyno. I don't know what kind of crack they're smoking, but that's fine. Whatever. They can say whatever the hell they want. Doesn't matter. On our dyno, that's what it made. Charles had a pretty wild idea almost 9 years ago. Somebody, when we were in the Middle East, asked him, would it be possible to put the drivetrain from a 991, great shot, brother, great shot, from a 991.2 GT3 or GT3 RS into, suppose that would have been about 7 years ago because that engine didn't exist at that point, into a 997. And Charles is like, yeah, that's possible. And for about 7 of those 8 years, we've been trying because we can get, I mean, for anybody who has a 991.2 GT3 with our full D3 package, which is our exhaust and our intake, D3 Plus, if you include our Cobb tune, you can get north of 500 wheel horsepower out of the car without any engine mods. I mean, that's a 4 liter, so that's a 991.2. And the car just scoots. So us being hot rodders at heart, we're like, well, fuck it. Let's put that engine in Pumpkin. Let's make that work. So to answer Josh's question, that's the high-level explanation of what we're doing with Pumpkin. We're just hot rodders. We want to put the modern engine that makes more horsepower, that makes it easily in this old chassis. Now, the thing that makes me want to bash my head against the wall a lot of days is we wanted to do it with 100% with the stock ECU on the engine, the stock ECU on the PDK, and just translate between the CAN buses that the engine and transmission need and what the 997 chassis needs. Now, that doesn't sound on paper impossible. It's not impossible. It's just supposed to be a little vexing. So I actually just loaded some things up from our partners in Australia for this. And of course we picked the hardest of the problems because Pumpkin is a 991.2 GT3 RS 4 liter and a PDK. If it was a manual, it's probably been running for a long time now because that we don't have to make the PDK happy. And the PDK is very fussy, for lack of a better term. We have a good friend of ours, Adam, in Poland. He is helping us with a bespoke PDK transmission controller that shouldn't have the issues that the stock one does. And once that, we believe that's going to get us a long way to having a car that we can drive while we work out some of the other bugs. And once Pumpkin is reliably useful, or I suppose better said, reliable.
In general.
It's just generally, you can use one word. Why use two? Because, verbose is fine, but succinct is better. Then we will move on to what I'll call the first alpha or beta prototype. I suppose Pumpkin is alpha. And that would be Taj Sports car. That's Ted's 997 Carrera. That's an automatic that he bought. We already have his engine in manual trans. Not here. The engine's here. The guys that took the trans out forgot to ship it. It shipped today, actually.
How do you forget to send a transmission?
You'd think that people would read the email and go, "Oh yeah, we received $40,000, not $25,000. Maybe we should remember all the things that they bought."
My head went to, I feel like I was supposed to have another bigger box in here.
Yeah, seriously. Why is this box so small?
Yeah.
What's sad is we're so trusting. We didn't open the crate for like 3 weeks after the thing was here. We opened the crate and I see Charles write, Dan, there's only an engine in this crate. There's supposed to be an engine and a transmission in this crate. And Dan's like, oh yeah, we got it. We'll have my boys find it, and then we'll ship it. And Dan's a busy guy, and he's got a lot going on, and nothing happened. And then I wrote, and no reply. And then I wrote again, and no reply. And then I called, and I wasn't as nice as I would normally be because I had written twice and had received no reply.
Totally valid.
And I said, currently you're holding a transmission that I've paid for, so either you send me a transmission, I send the sheriff, or you send me money. But somebody's sending something. And the transmission's here. That I don't believe.
It's crazy how that works.
I don't believe all those sentiments were necessarily necessary. You know, you don't have to be an asshole all the time. People are forgetful, especially once they have their money. And that is kind of the rule of the world. That's why buying parts from the internet that you've prepaid for always, Facebook Marketplace, very risky. It's a risky thing. You know, you're going to meet up. Some mofo pull a gun. They just take your money. They leave with their stuff. You know, too good to be true things. It's a thing. That is a very, very long explanation to a short question. But
we have a follow-up question.
Let's bring it.
He says, would a standalone PCM not solve the issues?
It would. It would. And it would have. We've done that. We've got a couple cars here. One running Bosch, both of them running Bosch Motorsports ECUs. We've already solved that. So we're trying to solve the harder problem with it is why. So you can do it with a Motec, you can do it with Haltech, you do it with Bosch Motorsports ECU, you can do it with a lot of stuff. If we can do it with the stock ECU on and a stock engine, then this is an upgrade path that has legs for guys in California that have to get emissions tested, for guys in New York that have to get emissions tested. For anybody that needs an emissions test inside the US, it would pass. It's a stock engine on a stock ECU. It'll communicate with the emissions computer. It'll be like, yep, I'm a this. You can get it to pass. So that's why we took the path that we did. It's the harder path. We had this solved 5 years ago on a standalone, easily. We had already done that with others. That wasn't the point. To make the car go wasn't the problem. That's not how we define the problem. Making the car go, other people have done. You can do it on Syvex, on and on and on. It's about making it so that it's something that will work in Oman for somebody that wants one over there. They can drive up to the Porsche dealer and be like, hi, I need you to service my car. And they plug in, they service the car, and the car tells it it's a 2018 GT3 RS. It's actually, that's a great informed double picture because Pumpkin is using a cloned ECU from our good friend Ed Assed's 991.2 GT3 RS. So that's somebody that knows what's up. So that's why, and I use so a lot, and I recognize that. I'm trying to banish it from my repertoire, but it's very difficult when you have a go-to word.
Yeah.
It's just a standard word you use to fill the space.
And yeah.
I'm an not a guy, but yeah. But yeah. Also filler. How to denigrate yourself on live social media streams so that we have 3 people still watching on Instagram? Awesome. All 3 of you. How many we got on YouTube? Yeah. Enden and Dakine, exactly. Enden. No Enden. Maybe I am an guy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Having edited your live speech. You are an guy.
I am okay.
Yeah.
He knows better than I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. The end game for this entire development program is that we can take 997 Carreras, 996 Carreras, maybe 987 Boxers, 987 Caymans, and we can give them new life with GT car powertrains and have this be all plug-in capable without any downsides. So you keep the stock engine, you keep the ability for the engine to know what's going on. You can read error codes the way that you would otherwise. Most standalones do not have the same kind of error code capabilities as the stock ECU. The point that we were trying to drive to was to have something that would be usable without compromise for our customer base. And some of these things don't play nice together. That's why it's been difficult. It's also not a skill set that we have directly here at Dundon, so we're relying on outside expertise to be able to do it. And sometimes that's frustrating. Sometimes it's fantastic because you get a lot of work done and you didn't have to do it. But it is what it is. One of the offshoots of this will be a 997 Cup Club Sport. We have the car here. That one may actually be a Motorsports ECU, a Bosch Motorsports ECU. I've been in discussions with our friends in Australia, and they have the contract with Lotus, and they do all of Lotus's Cup cars, and they can they generate all the PIDs based off of the feedback from the ECU. When there's a cylinder that is misfiring, they will report that. When there's issues with fueling, they can report that. When there's issues with misfires, they can report that. Voltage issues with coil packs, it's all of that stuff. They're called PIDs. All that can be reported. So that car and the one that Larry's talking about, a Club Sport, like a 987 Club Sport or a 981 Club Sport or a 718 Club Sport that has all of our sauce on it, would probably work. So what else we got?
He says, could you potentially marry a standalone TCM to the factory ECU and BCM then?
Josh is quite educated.
He is.
Yes.
The questions he kept asking me, I was like, I wish I had an answer for
So
you.
that is one of the interim steps that we are taking with our friend Adam. He's he has a transmission control unit, so you guys don't have to hear acronyms. The issue that we have with Pumpkin currently, we have a number of different CAN bus firmwares that we're playing with. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, I know, Simon. You on the list, brother. Is that it wants to drop one of the stacks from the PDK. So this is a PDK fault that has prevented this car from really progressing. And it's a PDK protection mode. And so we've had, with the current transmission in the car, we've gone all the way around a giant circle diagnosing, is this a transmission issue or is this a data that is being fed to the transmission issue? And with all of the diag we've done and all of the data that we've gathered, the best that we can understand is this is a data issue being fed to the transmission. So we will be able to know that with certainty when Adam sends us the transmission control unit, and we can log the data coming in to the TCM or TCU, depending on what acronym you like. And we can prevent a fail-safe mode where the car wants to drop a stack out and make it so that it continues to operate. So that is a good hey Josh, if you're ever looking for a job, let me know. That is a fallback position to Jack Curtis. That is correct. That is something that could happen. Yes. Probably we wouldn't use a 4.0 DGG. We'd probably use something out of just because of orientation and packaging. We'd probably try and find a Rec GT4 RS and pull that powertrain out. Just saying. Just because it's pulled around, PDK's already flipped over. If you're trying to make something badass, yes, we'll get. Thank you, Justin. Enough on pumpkin. I am drinking the very last of High West's Midwinter Nights Dram, which is delicious. There's a little bit left in there. You guys can almost see it. This is a cup. It's very cold. Feel that shit. It's very cold.
Oh, wow. It's like an ice cube.
Yeah, it's very cold. This is from a company called Discommon. This is their whiskey tumbler. It is a solid, it's not solid metal. It's actually hollow metal, so it is somewhat insulated, but the whole thing gets cold. My ice is still in there.
Oh.
Party foul.
Maybe you need to drink some more of it.
Probably.
I think that's what that.
Too much on there. Now my wife's gonna be like, "Damn, what'd you drink? You smell like whiskey."
Josh has more questions. Maybe hit us up somewhere.
Josh is commanding a lot of the Instagram.
He's smart.
On the YouTube.
Yeah, join us on YouTube. You can then everybody can see it.
Said, can you make the parameters on the failsafe to have wider range?
On the stock transmission control unit, no.
Yeah.
No. Things are not that programmable. So we need whiskey and exhaust calendar. Yes, we do. All right, let's talk about our cat calendar, because this was a brainchild of Dylan's that I fully endorsed. There is a local humane society, Kitsap Humane Society, and we wanted to do Cats on Cats. We've done Cats on Crack, which was a play on our crack pipe with a catalyzed exhaust. And how about Cats on Cats? And we took some catalysts and some other doodads up to take pictures of kitty cats. As a cat dad, this is a special place in my heart. So we are selling these calendars on our apparel site. All these kitties are available for adoption. Hopefully they haven't killed them, because that's what happens in these shelters.
Some of them have been adopted.
Yay, have they?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Have you been staying in contact?
Or someone reached out, or I think Justin checked the website, and one of them was marked as.
Yay! So that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So
it was really hard for me not to take one.
Oh, dude, that's why I don't go. That's why I don't go to the shelters. I send the money. I do not go, because they would all come home with me. My wife would just be like, "What did you? Oh, they're so cute," and then we'd have 15 cats, and that would be horrible. Our house would smell horrendous.
You'd have to buy another house.
We could probably,
that would end up, it would just snowball.
Correct. Yeah. One house gets another house, gets another house. Coffee mug from the exhaust tips, possibly. We do print them out of 316, some of them. Titanium's food safe, isn't it? Grade 2?
I believe so.
Maybe. We still need to mic Justin. He does not like having a producer mic. So we'll peer pressure. I need some peer pressure.
He does some funny shit.
I know he does. So anyway, a little bit more on the calendars before we come to that, but that's great. Thank you for finding that picture. We'll leave that up. The cat calendars, we are giving 100% of our proceeds to Kitsap Humane Society, and I am doubling it as a donation. So go on our apparel site, buy yourself a cat calendar. All the proceeds, we keep none of it. It all goes to them. So apparel site, DundonApparel.com or something like that. I forget exactly what it is.
The one that has shirts. If you see shirts, you're in the right place.
Dundon Apparel, I think is what. Just throw it in Google. Google can help you. ChatGPT can probably help you as well if that's your bag, or Perplexity, or however it is you interface the internet. Simon.
Perfect calendars for people who replace the TP the wrong way.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't do that.
What's up? What's up, Simon? That's not nice. You're my friend.
My cat's not evil, so I don't have to switch the TP rule.
Oh, is that that's what he's getting after.
Yeah.
My cat's not evil either. You can just she doesn't fuck with anything. She scratches on her scratchers and she just chills. So yes. They probably sit in pee too. It's possible. A D5 kit. Oh boy. Well, I'll come back to that, Jack. That's nomenclature, and I can't say that our nomenclature is very well thought out when we initiate it, but we have to run with it once we have it. So, did I miss anybody else's questions before I answer Jack's?
No.
All right. So Jack's question, what differentiates a D3 package versus a D4 package? And what extra mumbo jumbo, technical word, would you have to slap together to get a D5 kit, or would that be stepping towards your definition of a lab rat kit? So a couple things here. So D3 and D4 are mainly just for engine performance. D3 would be our intake and plenum. So plenum being like throttle body size, intake is where the air filters are, at least how we define it.
Do we? Oh, we have one. We have a plenum.
Oh yeah, it's holding up a Christmas tree.
I'm not bringing that.
I'm
over.
like that's some.
That's a mess.
Cue the circus music. We have
there is a
lights on
plenum
there.
back there.
Why don't we have that plugged in? They're batteries. Hey, it has an on switch. There we go. Oh, nice. That should have been something we thought about before we turned everything on. How about the things you discover when you try? There we go. So D3 package is exhaust, full exhaust, and our center plenum with our 93 millimeter throttle body and our intake. So the idea with that is that we get from the exhaust side a stronger suction wave with the, and I can go into this, I've gone into this a number of times for those of you who are hanging out, watching. Not many of you left on Instagram.
The model looking good in the background. Yeah.
Nice, right?
Does he have a name?
They're twins.
Does that mean they share the same name? Because that's not the definition of
That's
twin.
racist or twinist or geneticist. I don't know what that is. It's one of the ists. Who the new cat owner in the shop is? This is Dylan. Dylan, say hello, Dylan. Dylan, introduce yourself. Let people know who you are.
Yeah, I guess.
Because Simon's
kinda
like
just hopped on here.
Yeah, Simon's like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
So
Which is kind of how I got a job here.
pretty much, he
fair.
just showed up
Yeah,
and I was like,
just
you're hired.
I walked in and told them to hire me. Yeah, I'm the media guy.
He's not wrong.
So all the new pictures of the D3 and D4 packages on the site are taken by me.
Yep. We had to fire Justin from media because he had a more important job, which was his first calling. Fire him from media. That sounds harsh.
That does.
We had to rehire him as our specialty exotics welder because some things are harder than others. And so Justin is helping us with the onslaught of titanium mufflers and mini cracks and any number of things inside our big argon bubble. So we need more help in our welding department, and that was Justin's first love. His second love, if I say that, is photography, videography, doing media, and helping us produce our lives. Dylan is assuming that those very large shoes, he's doing a great job. You've been here 2.5 months, 3 months?
Since September, sometime in September.
Yes, 2.5 months,
yeah.
3.5 months, whatever it's been. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, small business has to kind of bob and weave, duck, dodge, dive, whatever that thing is where a wrench gets thrown at you. So the onslaught of crack.
Which I bob and weave today since I packed a 992 exhaust package.
You did. You did. So, yeah, he's been down packing boxes because nobody's here. I don't know if you guys caught the beginning of this. So everybody's out. At least all the people in logistics are out. So Jamie's been doing the UPS labels. Dylan's been packing boxes. Philip's been packing boxes and doing UPS laters. You guys were here pretty late last night, like 6:30, 7 o'clock?
I think
I think Philly
I
was.
left a little earlier.
Okay, I know Philly was. I know Philly
I
was.
left at 5:30, and he was still messaging you till like.
Yeah, we were still the.
He was still Nick at 7:30.
Yeah. I was still seeing stuff from Philip at 7:30. GD3 Hank, that's fantastic. Yes, the PCCBs are vague. So GD3 Hank is saying, want to say, Jamie, that you were right. Switching to iron brake rotors and appropriate pads from stock PCCBs resolved all pedal feel issues on my 991.1 GT3. This is an amateur to high amateur progression as you're a track driver. Most guys that start to believe that PCCBs are better because they have more thermal capacity. And that's great. They do. On paper and on science, PCCBs should be better. Problem is they're not, because they're not as stiff. They compress. The actual rotor will compress as you have these very large hydraulic forces pressing brake pads into them. And iron rotors generally feel better. You can tell better what's going on with the car, with the brakes, with the brake release, all of these things that become very important as you're trying to go faster around the track. As hitting the accelerator is easy, using the brakes correctly when you're going around the track is hard. And you get a lot, the brakes help the car turn, the brakes help the car pivot, et cetera, et cetera. The release of the brakes, there's a lot of nuance there, and I'm talking above my pay grade. I'd need Toshport to help me out. He's the pro. Maybe Simon. Simon has raced semi-professionally. I don't think he was paid. I think he paid to go to this race, so maybe he's an amateur. Aren't we all?
Someone's wondering if we hire engineers.
Depends. Are you a civil engineer? Are you an electrical engineer? Are you a computer science engineer? What kind of engineer are you? And what have you done is the question. Yeah. So sometimes, yes, we do need engineers. We have a number of them here. We have a number of them abroad. And ARP rotors? That's not one I know of. So Hank has another question. Can you talk about the Forge Line 19-inch wheels you recommend for using on 991.1 GT3 with PCCB calipers? Is that a poor spend of money? In general, no. Hey, well, you're an ER doc, Justin. You got a respectable career path. No one's you save people and keep us all breathing. Ain't nobody asking you to be an engineer in your spare time. No worries, Hank. So it depends. So 19-inch wheels give you the option for 19-inch tires, which generally there is a larger selection of that are sticky, and we like those tires specifically. We don't like AP racing brakes because there have been continued issues with brake line failures, rotor issues, premature failures, et cetera, et cetera. PFCs, we have never had any of these failures. When we abandoned working with AP and going directly to PFC, we have had zero issues. Everybody buys PFC, they love them. So I would point you to PFC, and they already come with a beautiful nickel finish. They look fantastic, and you see that beautiful GT3 RS there in the background with the PFCs. Looks baller. They shout out, "I'm here." They're fantastic. And they work great. The pads wear evenly. The pedal feel is phenomenal. I mean, it's even better than what you've seen with just going to steel and good race pads. PFC guys are great. They're great to work with, and they're proper racing brakes. Are the same brakes that would be on a cup car, et cetera, et cetera. That's why we like them. And they use the same completely suitable brake line that the car comes with from the factory. So I would say the PFCs facilitate 19-inch wheels all the same. And they're a better brake package, especially for a 991.1 GT3. We have it on our GT3. They're phenomenal. We love them on 4RSs. You can't use the stock wheels on a 4RS. You have to use Forge lines in that regard. But yes, that would be the path that I would take. It's a big jump. Do it in stages. So when you do PFCs on your car, you can run the stock 20-inch wheels. It's a $14,000 nut to get PFCs, and you just did brakes. Slow your roll. Use the 20-inch tires that are available. You've got Hankook CRS V2s that are available. You've got, what's those new guys? Darn it. Can't think of their name. There's another tire company that's coming on the scene that's been big in SCCA. Somebody will find it in the comments. And
we just talked about them.
Yeah, we just talked about them last week, right?
They're not Ventus, were they?
No.
That was a different.
No, it's a different one. Even Cup 2s are okay for 20-inch 991 GT3s. We always liked
Vitars. That's what they were. Vitors?
Yeah, Vitors. Yeah, you're the one running the Vitors. That's right. 20-inch and Vitors, stay with that. Stay with that. If you want to upgrade the brakes, wait until you actually need brakes, then upgrade them then do 19s. So you've got like a year or two, and you can 100% put 265 and 325 on a 991.1. 100%. That'll fit. So trying to save you $25,000 from $23,000 from Forge lines and PFCs and all the rest. Now, if getting it now and time is more important than money, and I've reached that point in my life that I'm lucky enough to say that is a consideration. I'm 52, and I know I have fewer years left on the planet than I've had so far. So sometimes money fixes that problem, and that's okay. Stock wheels, yep, you can use the stock wheels, no problem. There's no reason to change the wheels, at least until you want to get, hold on. No. So stock wheels for 265, 325, you can't do. That's got to be 19s. So that's a consideration. If that's the juice you're trying to get, then 19s would be the right way to go. You can fit 19s over the stock brakes. So the Forge lines that fit over PCCBs will work. They're a little tight, so you can do the wheels first, and then you can do the brakes if that's what you wanted to do. So you can break it up. The wheels are 8,000, so they're not near the nut the PFCs are. But if that's on your Christmas wish list, then we will have a holiday sale starting on Monday. And unfortunately, Forge lines and PFCs will not, I don't think they're going to be part of it because we don't make those. So we try and put those on sale only once a year, and that's typically during Black Friday. And generally, we catch a lot of flack from all of our competition for putting them on sale and blah. So we try not to do it as often as we might. Try to keep people happy. So,
in my assumption to Vittor making those sizes for 20-inch wheels, would the overall diameter be too big to fit in the wheel well?
Yeah, it would. It would be Joshua Roy Thorne SDM.
Gosh, I wonder who that is.
I wonder who that is. You told him to join us on YouTube. He's here.
Before we answer that.
Yeah, what do you got?
Buddy Shane in here, when he was mentioning the model in the back, he was not mentioning the head. He made this.
Oh. Yes.
So,
this is a model from a friend of ours. A friend of ours on the East Coast. This is Man Cave Models. This was the 10th anniversary Smokies GT.
Don't drop it.
Model.
He's watching, so.
Yeah. Can you see it? Back it up a little bit. It's a little out of focus. Out of focus. The Scale Riders is in focus, but the car is not. Maybe pull the glass. He's won a number of car model awards, and he built this from a stock GT3 RS kit. I still owe him some things. Yes, Justin, this is the one from Smokies. There you go. It's amazing. So we have a lab rat that he's building for us. This is a 992 GT3 RS.
Damn, that is just not hitting focus at all.
Yeah, I know. It's like no, you can pull it back here if you want.
Yeah.
Then it'll be in focus. There we go. Now it's in focus. Great question. Shane is amazing. He needs to charge more for his work. He's won all kinds of awards locally in the competitions that he's been in. The detail's amazing. It's honestly crazy.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Like,
yeah, you're fine.
Unless he's talking about
No.
You talking about
He
the
was talking
LMP car?
which is also a Smokies.
The GT1? This was one that Justin picked up from the auction. The diecast.
Smokies 9.
That's neat. And then we had someone asking what the 996 GT3 is made out of. Exhaust is made out of. That's 15K.
It's made out of 321 stainless and unicorn tears.
We do breed unicorns downstairs.
So, I feel that there's something buried in the question. Would you like to ask the question that you want to ask? Because I've had enough whiskey to actually give you an answer. 321 stainless is. I did see the Lego Technic Rexy. That's going to be pretty legit. I will probably buy one. Although I still have the Lego Technic GT3 RS that I have not built. It's still in a box. I haven't done anything with it. So that's going to be it's maybe going to appreciate like my GT3 RS. It's gone up 30%, so I made exactly $25. Cool.
Yeah, so he's asking what this package is made out of.
Yep. So that's 321 and 347.
And
a lot of 3D printed parts so that it fits on a 996 GT3.
Mm-hmm. I assume it probably will go on sale.
Yeah, that's something
soon?
we make. It
Yeah.
was just on sale, 10% off for Black Friday. It'll be on sale again for nice Vanna White hands, Justin. They're very good, very nice. It will be on sale again starting on Monday. Those take a minute for us to build. We build those to order. We don't generally keep them in stock. They're based off of our 997 kit for the 997 GT3s, but the muffler and some of the rear sections are bespoke to the 996 GT3. It is a beautiful addition to a 996 GT3. Gives you plenty of power, sounds great, and it's going to last forever because it's 321. It's not 304, which rusts internally and falls apart. And that's what everybody else uses. So to put this in context, a bend made of 304 is about $4 or $5. A bend made from 321 stainless currently is a little over $120. Put that in context. Then you've got the R&D, the muffler, the this, the that, the building, the people that we have to pay, et cetera, et cetera. So it all adds up. And for those fabricators that want to come at me and be like, I can build that for blah,
Bring it.
do it. Show me. Love to see it. We've been doing it for 10 years, and there's a reason that we have to charge what we charge. And if you can do it for less, you probably won't be in business for very long. Just saying. So anyway, it is about that time, 5:30. We've been on for an hour. We still got a couple people hanging with us. So anybody else have any questions before I go get? Yes, we did get those posters made.
Josh also asked if Manti, he had a Manti question up there.
What happened?
If
Did they steal?
Oh, did they steal anything for what? Oh, that's right. He asked, did Manti steal anything for the 992.2 GT3? I don't think so, because they're still just trying to position that car. We're talking about the 992.2 GT3 MR, I assume, that just recently got Nürburgring lap times. It looks like a 992.1 GT3 MR.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really any different parts, which also makes me believe that not much changed, and maybe our stuff will work on a 992.2 G3, which would be a really market improvement over the Manthey package, as we demonstrated with the GT4 RS that you've been working on. Yeah. So Dylan has been working with Alex. You guys saw Alex last week. And we are using a new model for our long format content, long form content. There we go, or comment. If you want to write us a really long form comment, probably don't do it as a DM, send us an email. But we're changing how we do some of these things, and we're excited to see what the difference is in engagement when we do it. So should make for some more engaging content for you. We're using a tried and true model. You guys may find this funny, but we're actually using The Simpsons as the model by which we generate our videos. No, you will not see Simpsons characters in our videos. That would be copyright infringement, and we'd end up sued. So not into that. Generally not into that. I don't like being sued. I've never actually been sued. So that's a good thing to do. At 52, I've never done that.
Way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's stay in that lane. Simon, I don't know. You know, he has a big mouth. He likes to say shit. So
still has the cheese wheel looking covers. Yeah.
Yes.
It does.
Dope. Maybe we'll use that because that's in the common vernacular. They can't patent that or copyright infringe us on that. So last couple questions and we're out.
Posters made, I imagine. I feel like we should be able to have.
Yeah, right. The Ren list is going to say Dundon charges 20 times more for an exhaust bend. Yep, that was the summary. That's exactly right. Go ahead.
I feel like posters could be maybe
posters
on the
made
site by next month.
For what posters?
Sometime in January. I assume he's talking about Kirk's.
Oh,
which are up here if we want to.
Yeah, they're not on the site.
Not
we didn't get that across the line.
We had so many fires.
Well, I know.
But during Black Friday.
That's an Alex.
They came like right in the middle of Black Friday.
Yeah, I know. That's an Alex thing. That was Alex's. So
Shit.
Alex is in New York City. So Alex came here by from Spain to Dundon for a week, and now he is taking a little time off in New York City at Christmas. Was one of his lifelong dreams to go to NYC. He is there. He's experiencing it, and I do not want to ask too much of him while he's having some time off, because up until Black Friday and through the Black Friday sale, I think he worked every day 12 plus hours a day.
I think he worked in his sleep.
Yes.
I think he was making website updates while sleeping.
And then just woke up and plugged the wire in, and they all just spilled out.
Yeah.
So more this way, I think, with Matrix, we're the Matrix side. So anyway, yes, the posters are up. Or will be up, and we will get them available ASAP. We have the ability to take those orders. We just don't have them. Nice. Pizza 33 on the corner of 33. Send that to me. I'll send it to him, Justin. Text me so I can actually remember, because I will not remember from this feed.
Will Poff is in here. Buy an exhaust already.
Well, he said it. I didn't say that. That's some straight up like bullying. We need to be careful here. We're gonna get called out.
I think that's the only way it'll work.
Nice. So. Buy an exhaust if you want an exhaust. If you don't want an exhaust, don't buy an exhaust.
Well, he wants one, so.
Well.
Will he get one? I don't know.
People's desires and their actions sometimes do not align. We'll see.
He'll get one.
We'll see.
He'll get one.
All right.
Whether it's real or a
facsimile.
Keychain.
Yeah, we're gonna get him a facsimile. We did have cut out mini crack pipe exhaust keychains for a while. So put it in the cart for him. There you go.
Yeah.
You know where he lives. You can just put it all in there and be like, hey, give me a credit card.
Just print out a picture of an exhaust and
Done.
put it in a little mail slip, and there you go.
Love it. You got an exhaust.
Yeah.
It was free.
No, if you open it, you have to buy it.
Nice. All right. One last question, then we're out.
That's how we get him a discount code. Put it in the mail. Make him feel bad. Oh, I have to buy one now. It's 1% off.
Just notice UPS is on the wing.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that before.
There's some detail on that.
H&R, BBS.
Was that car at Friend?
The GT1?
Yeah.
This one?
Was it there?
I don't know.
It was. I think that's why I thought. I'll go find it.
It's possible. Es posible.
Shane says, "Thank you for the kind words." I don't know.
Oh, right on. Shane's on.
I don't know how you couldn't get kind words when you make shit this cool.
Absolutely, dude.
Sick. I didn't even notice the.
Yeah,
feeder on
I
the
mean
bottom?
it's 100% legit. It's legit. And I've told Shane, I was like, you could literally, if he could figure out a way to make the leap to doing this full time, he could probably get a whole lot of Porsche guys to buy. I mean, look at the banner on the windshield.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Little
and
color
the
matched roll bar in
interior,
there.
right? It's got a color match roll bar. It's legit. It's legit.
That's cool.
I was like, this is amazing. Does not have a Dundon exhaust on it, but we can fix that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's time for us to sign off.
Later.
Sayonara. All right, y'all. Till next week. Thank you for joining us in Instagram and on YouTube, and we'll save that one for next week.
Okay.
Save that one for next week, Jack. Come back next week. I'll update on the E30 M3. It's moving, but AR is busy racing, so they are not. They have done a lot with that car, but it's still much to be done. So talk to you guys soon. Model Critique Tuesday. Stickers on their car models.